Matt is talking about you, Daisy, being one of those who voted against the legislation he says, and the government says, is actually going to tackle this.
Let's be absolutely clear about what is happening here. We've got some of the most vulnerable people in the world who are escaping war and persecution. And because this Conservative government refuses to provide safe and legal routes for people to apply to seek asylum in the UK safely, these people are deliberately being driven into the hands of criminal gangs and being exploited and trafficked. This is a result of the Conservative government's policy. Now, if they are serious about taking people out of the hands of criminal gangs who traffic them across the Channel, the quickest and simplest way to do that is for the Conservative government to reinstate safe and legal routes for some of the world's most vulnerable people fleeing war and persecution to apply to come to this country, and they flat out refuse to do that.
Matt?
You know what, we cannot have an asylum system that sees it as acceptable for people to be thrown on dinghies and arrive on the coast. That is not a thing. That is not acceptable. And actually, when I speak to genuine refugees from my part of the world, refugees who've come and settled in my part of the world, I speak to them. They are not people. Well, they don't fit the profile of do you know what? Is it 80% of them are basically male, 75% of them are aged between 18 and 39. That's the people coming off the boats. The genuine asylum seekers in my part of the world, they won't cross 5 safe countries to get here, and they don't have £5 to buy a ticket for a dodgy dinghy. The real asylum seekers, we need to look after you. The system.
Own statistics.
If we allow this system to be flooded by illegal migrants,
hang on,
we will never have a decent...
Right, don't talk over each other, but yes, finish your point and then I'll go...
The system is stretched to capacity because we're allowing this to happen. We need to get tough and we need to stop it happening.
Right, well, Daisy, do you accept that some, maybe many, of the people making that crossing are economic migrants?
No, and the Home Office's own evidence says that that's not the case. So the Home Office's own evidence says that 98% of people who get on those boats make an asylum claim, and less than 10% of those people are refused asylum in the country because they don't have a genuine claim. So the Home Office's own evidence says that that's not the case. But in addition, this claim that somehow we're overwhelmed with asylum seekers is simply not true. If you look across Europe, the UK is actually 19th in terms of the number of migrants that we bring into the country. There are many other countries in Europe that take many, many more. And as I say, the Home Office's own evidence says 98% of those people on the boat claim asylum and less than 10% of those are refused.